It's 16:34 on Sunday, and there is an issue of not just disrespect, but discomfort and disharmony being caused by ASBOS in a community that aren't treating their mental health and that are living off the proceeds of crime against an innocent child and mother. They're also living off the proceeds of exploitation, financial exploitation that they've been conducting from my name personally, from my royal patronage and from my royal properties and royalties. So there's a very dangerous matter reoccurring in this community of people that are not actually working with protocol, that aren't actually working with the developments that came about as a consequence of Brexit and my contributions to society. There are still individuals that are intruding upon my portfolio that don't have a position on my property or my portfolio, that are still causing problems and regressing back to problems that brought about Brexit. So there's a bit of an issue about these kind of people in the community that I think are out of remit, that I'm pretty sure they don't have right to be in my proximity at all. And I'm very certain that they don't have their debts met. So I'm sure also that they've been speaking ill and defaming and slandering. And I'm also very sure that they haven't been a very good positive productions in the arts. So there's a very serious problem with these ASBOs in my proximity. They're putting people's lives at risk again. They've already caused casualties, and it's quite dangerous that they're being facilitated or that they're being cheeky around my proximity. The state debt I'm owed is quite dirty and dangerous. It's quite huge. I'm just, these repeating the same facts. COVID-19 hearings or Brexit hearings are happening. These problems are ongoing, and there are individuals, authorities taking a wage or salary, I believe, and they're living comfortably while there is crime happening against a royal mother and child. And this royal mother has been of crime prevention, and the Garda Síochána are living comfortably while I am experiencing people intruding where they've no right to be or where they've no remit. I'm just wondering about the mental illnesses that these people have experienced with their addictions and their recovery level. I'm wondering about what there are of the prior events to 2019 still present and reoccurring. There's a lot happening that people think they're entitled to. From southwest of Ireland, we know about the financial institutions and their track records and the racketeering. The financial racketeering is still occurring. I'm still owed dangerous money, and there are people coming in and around my proximity where they shouldn't be. So I'm just wondering, are the social influencers embarrassing themselves and this community again? Are they embarrassing women and children again? Are the social influencers putting children's lives at risk? So that's a security issue. I'm royalty and worldwide legislation. So NATO, you're awaited in this circumstance to help resolve and repair the damages of mentally disturbed people that don't know their head from their toe. These people have gone down the rabbit hole, and it's destructive to the land of mine, where these people think they're frauding paperwork to claim ownership of property that they're not simply safe walking on. Anyone would know that. It is a crime and punishable offence. So NATO, security issues are occurring, and my worldwide legislation and royal protocol and the role of the Vatican are all being put at risk. So I live on my own. There has been breaking and entering. And authorities are aware of that. So I'm finding it astonishing that people can make any deductions or any unqualified assertions regarding anybody without knowing them. This is a documentary. I'm experiencing the loss of a child. My husband, my poor husband, has been through awful trouble with these people pestering us and our property. And these people have no shame or dignity around what they say. They have no experience, no qualification, no proper terminology ever applied, and I'm a qualified professional. So, are there people's lives going to be put at risk? Is worldwide legislation from me being put at risk with these ASBOS that have a problem doing what's right? I'm concerned about them associating with the term Aryanism when they can't even do the basics properly. So if you can't even do the basics properly, and if you're living off my legislation, and you're not doing your arithmetic, or you're not doing your literacy accurately in this circumstance, there's a problem. So the United Kingdom has a debt owing to my name. The United Kingdom has also prospered from my humanitarian endeavours. So I don't want the United Kingdom having to have a repeat occurrence or experience of failures or failings that have damaged women's anatomy, bodily integrity by no fault or any other cause than the irresponsible conduct of foul players from South West Ireland. It's scandalous. So, NATO, if you wouldn't mind, the Vatican, I would think it a huge obligation of the Vatican with regard to my royal ancestry and my royal titles and my humanitarian endeavours. I would appreciate the Vatican acknowledging my family's contributions via my humanitarian endeavours to society. This issue is being frauded and subjected to academic fraud, and I take no pleasure in saying that that is all going to be penalised. So people that aren't working with the reality, I don't know if they're taking substances that aren't helping their rationale, or whether they're just not working with the reality and abusing the system again. And that makes them enemies of the state. So that makes them unwelcome in this country. So if they're going to be disrespecting the source of progress, I hope they're prepared to have a lesson again that might help them learn. So it's a sad sign of the times, but NATO, you have a big responsibility for security and a really tough challenge. I'm aware of that. And therefore, I would appreciate you assessing these uploads and this documentary, interpreting the facts of the circumstance as they are due to social influencers that are confused about their identities and their position in society, and obviously not working with their sums and figures properly. It's a sad sign of the times.